Shalom Israel. First, I want to start by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, GMS, Great Millstone, shalom to you, hopeful like brothers out there. My name is Yeshaya, coming at y'all through the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, doing a video pursuant to the account that I heard from a brother from the GMS, Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Bear with me as I gather my words. He said, when he says he's going to do something and he doesn't do it, right? It feels like you have no respect for yourself, no love for yourself as a man, right? So as a man, you know, when you say you're going to do something, you got to do it. And of course, that's all within the balance of the Lord. But you should always seek to grow in His truth, man. You should know that you should be able to push yourself in this way or that way. Being able to push yourself is a true talent, because a lot of these people don't have that possession, man. But let me start off with we'll go 2 Peter 3:18, and it said, "But grow in grace and in knowledge of the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. To Him we glory both now and forever. Amen." All right, so growing in grace and in knowledge of the Lord, right? And a part of that is knowing how to be a man, right? So I got this scripture pulled up here. This is Sirach, the 22nd chapter. Sirach, the 22nd chapter. I'm starting at the 16th verse. And it says, "A wooden beam can be put into a building so firmly that an earthquake cannot shake it out. A person can be trained to use his reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes." Right? And that's a part of being a man. That stoic, austere type of countenance, to where that you were able to endure hard things. You know, we're instructed to endure hard things, man. And one of those things is battling yourself as a fucking man. It's a hard uphill battle, but everyone has to go through it. Reading on, "A mind that thinks things through intelligently is like a firm wall finely decorated." That goes into being as wise as a serpent, as harmless as a dove as well. Could being as extremely wise, thinking things through, right? Reading on, "Small stones on top of a wall will not stay when the wind blows. And when a person whose stupid ideas have made him timid will not be able to stand up to frightening situations," right? That's that goes really deep, man. That you're not able to stand up to frightening situations. When the day of the Lord comes and your mind is as soft as baby shit, what are you gonna do, man? There's some crazy stuff that's gonna be coming up right around the corner, man. And if your mind isn't fucking sharp, then you're gonna fall with them. All right? Because bottom line, you know, like just like it says in Jeremiah, there should be dead bodies in the street is dung, just sitting there like a fucking pile of bird shit, a whole body, man. And it'll just be casual, and that's not even the worst to come, right? I heard some type of war, like Nigerian war or something like that, where there was an account of this woman who saw her man, her husband, get beheaded, and then she got raped on top of her dead husband's corpse while her daughter watched. And then after that, they killed her and then did the same thing to her daughter. Now, how in the flying fuck are you as a man going to endure hard things like that when, troubles come by? Because bottom line, if you don't fear the Lord more than you fear all this other shit, you may not be spared from that type of thing, man. The Lord is going to watch after His elect. But at the same time, His elect are still going to have to endure hard things, man. It's going to be a wonderful test of faith, and that's why I pray, that I make it, and that you brothers as well endure, because those times are going to be extremely difficult. And then if you as a man, you don't love yourself, man, you don't respect yourself, and you don't fear the Lord, and you're just lukewarm, going through the fucking motions in this hamster wheel of a damn world, right? You may get lost, right? But let me get Genesis 32. We'll start at 23. And it says, "And he took unto them And he took them and sent them over to the brook and sent them over the land. And Jacob was there left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. So this is a long time to wrestle. And he saw that he prevailed not against him. Right? And reading in the NIV, when the man saw that he could not overpower him, he touched the socket of Jacob's hip so that the hip was wrenched out. He wrestled with the man. So, Jacob's sitting there wrestling with the dislocated hip. And then the man said, let me go, for it is daybreak. But Jacob replied, I will not let you go unless you bless me. You know how brave you got to be to be able to do that type of thing? As a man, you know how hard your mind has to be able to endure something like that? The faith and the fear of the Lord, to be able to be in a situation like that. And it's not even nothing but light work. That's not nothing but light work right there. And the man asked, what is your name, Jacob? He answered and said, the man said, your name will no longer be Jacob, but Yahawah. And that's the renaming. So that's another story of bravery, along with the story of Samson. He fucked up, but he had faith in the Lord, man. He knew not until, even when he saw that he was at his wit's end, he could still do one final testament, right? Prayed unto the Lord and brought that whole shit down after beating a whole fucking army, right? The men that we've seen is for our learning today. Things that they've endured, we may endure a like situation, if not worse, if not less, plus or minus, who knows, right? It's the Lord's movie. But bottom line, as a man, you have to really strengthen your mind to be able to endure certain things. Let me get Colossians 3 and I think it's like 5 or yeah. Colossians 3 and 5, mortify thy members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil conspicuousness, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things sake the wrath of the Lord cometh unto the children of disobedience. Right? There was times that you walked in as a Gentile. There was, Israelite foreigner really, and there was times that you didn't understand this truth, but you were no longer in those times. You're reborn, and your mindset has changed, right? And you got to fucking clean off all that dirt that used to be on your shoulders. You have to wipe that shit, clean the fuck off, because this is a new life that you enter into when you enter into this truth. As the scriptures say, you count your costs. One of those costs is enduring one of these things. So I 100% agree with that brother when he said, when he doesn't do the things that he says he's gonna do, right? It feels like a disrespect to himself. Say you're praying unto the Lord every day for faith, but you're not doing anything to really earn that. Then what are you doing, right? And everyone falls into this at some point. Everyone falls into like some limbo. And maybe not everyone. So like I digress. But, a lot of people fall into that limbo that, every day feels the same. You're just sitting there waiting, hoping the Lord comes back. But we still have time to grow. We still have time to grow in grace and in knowledge and to harden up our spirits. Right? So, with that being said, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to lastly give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham, Qadash, and Shalom, and good luck to you, brothers.